The belief is you don't need to be the finished article to make money. Do you believe that to be true? Only you can answer that question. I know it to be true. But what you've got to realize, on your way to the top, thinking that every now and again when there's a lot of pressure or things don't go right, that the old version of you is not going to try and come straight back in, is really naive. Even till this day, sometimes old habits try to creep back on me. The difference is, when you're rewiring your mind, is you can alert yourself to that old you trying to sneak back in from like 1 hour, day one. And someone else who hasn't done that process, they will self-sabotage, and it will go from day 1 to day 2 until 6 months, and then they realised all the work they've done, they're back at square one again. That happens a lot, and that's because you thought that when you try and change your habits or try and change the way that you do things, you think they're permanent. Well, they weren't permanent before because you're able to change them, which means that if they're not permanent in the negative sense, they're not going to be permanent in the positive sense. The difference is, when you have them in the positive sense, you have to still do the work to maintain them, to not go back. That's why it's a daily battle, and you have to fight that. And that's what comes with the territory of wanting to live a top 1% life.